Seen one incredible product called Weather Out. What happens when things break, when things tear, when you need a quick repair? Well, I've got something for you right now. Well, I haven't, in actual fact. Charlie has, because he's going to demonstrate you exactly how good this is. It's called Magic Xtreme Tape. Basically, it's got multiple applications. If you've got bare wires exposed underneath an insulation and you need to reseal that, it's perfect for that. If you need to attach two items together and you don't want to be using glue or a bonding agent, it's perfect for that. This stuff is so good, it can even solve leaky pipe problems. I'll tell you what, in actual fact, have a little look at what this does. It works between -50 and 260 degrees centigrade. It insulates up to 8,000 volts. It's tensile strength up to 600 PSI. It's airtight, watertight, silicone rubber compound. It's 2 minutes quick cure, and it's 24-hour full cure bond. Basically, when you put it on, it stays on after 24 hours. It's perfect for radiator hose repairs, exhaust extension cords, cars, boats, bikes, hunting, fishing, sailing, farming, gardening, sports equipment and power, tools, plumbing repairs, rope ends, air duct joints, boat riggings, wire, bundles, corded areas, electricians, engineers, decorators, DIY and more. In a nutshell, this is good stuff. How good is it? Well, I'll tell you how good it is, boys and girls. We're going to give you an array of demonstrations that I think you're going to be going, wow. But before that, at what price? Now, you saw what happened with the Weather Out. An awful lot of buyers missed out. Don't make the same mistake, guys. This is the stuff you'd much rather have and not need than need and not have. Take my word for it. It's really, really good, OK? You make your own minds up. £36, you're not paying that. You're going to get a pack of three. For £4 each, under £4 each, £11.99. 0904 251 2000. Dial the number, press 1, it's yours. For those of you out there going, it's just sticky tape. It's not sticky at all. That's the mad thing. This is not sticky. I'll show you what I mean by that. Charlie, the legend that is.
Oh, thanks, that was very kind.
Show me how good this is, because this stuff is not. Look, if I do that,
yeah,
I've got to show you, just in layman's terms, that is not sticking to me.
Exactly.
In any way, shape or form.
Well, mate, you're absolutely right. This is like no tape you've ever used before. Now, when you get it, you'll think, well, like you just said, there's no glue, there's no adhesive. How on earth does that work? You can pull it, you can stretch it, it's elastic. Now, the reason why I believe this is the best tape out there, this magic wrap is self-amalgamating. Now, that basically means it bonds to itself. And that means it is incredibly strong, very flexible. You can use it all around the home, all around the garden, everything from fixing leaking hose pipes, shower heads in your bathrooms, electrical insulation, or just putting grips on power tools, things like that. So many, like hundreds of uses around the house.
Show us how good this stuff is, because I've used this before and I think it's brilliant.
Okay, well first what we're going to start with, we've got so many demos here today. This could be a broken fence post. Remember, you can use this in all conditions, wet conditions, because remember there's no adhesive or glue to wash off. So this could be trees, it could be fence posts, it could be the canes you use to when you want to support trees and branches, things like that. Now, important thing to remember, I am pulling this really tight, all right? What that's doing, that is now bonding. Overlap it, and it bonds to itself. It's kind of like a chemical reaction, chemical bond. And if you look at that, that is very, very strong on that. And that's now bonded together, no glues.
It's amazing, isn't it? And, you know, if I want to, well, I just can't.
No, you can't pull that off.
Look, I'm pulling on that and it's not happening. It's just not happening. Okay, you can see that. And I'm not messing about with you guys. I'd like to think I'm a reasonably strong fella. I'm not messing about, that's not coming apart.
That's right. Now again, if this is outside, Mike, remember, temperature doesn't affect this. It works in temperatures from -50 to 260 degrees Celsius.
It's amazing, isn't it?
Which is ridiculous. I mean, you'll never need that unless you're in the North Pole. But that, you know, it's a good peace of mind for that. It's not going to wear off. You can even use it in, like, car radiators, things like that. So extreme conditions, good for emergencies.
Now, they're expensive fixes. If the pipe goes on a car radiator, they've got to start removing things out, therefore labour costs. It gets labour intensive, and that's what you end up paying through the nose for, just to replace a pipe.
That's right, yeah, through the pipe. Something you can do yourself, obviously. obviously make sure your engines, everything's really cooled down first.
Yes, of course, yeah.
But you can do all that. Now, even if you haven't got little jobs around the house you need doing, this is great for emergencies. It's there when you need it. If you've got leaking water, leaking radiator pipe, then it is fantastic for things like this.
We just see that, Charlie? So
yeah, if we just see that.
They'll see that and they'll pick that up.
You can see that. Look at this. If you've got a problem like this, I mean, that's pretty extreme, really. It may not be that bad. But if you've got leaking tap fittings, shower heads, units, things like that, because there's no adhesive,
should we pour some water through that before you do that, just to show that it's going to leak and stuff like that?
We've got a great demo for that.
Oh, okay, we'll do that in a second.
Oh, yeah, that was saying that, and that is fantastic. So we can put that all the way around. Remember, it's self-amalgamating. It means it bonds to itself. It is fantastic. Now, once you've seen that, it's very easy to take off as well. If I take the Stanley knife, we've got another piece of piping here. If I cut down it, you can see that. It's very easy to take off. There's no sticky mess, there's no residue. Look at that. You can see it's actually bonded to itself.
Wow.
Look at that. I can't pull that off. It forms one layer.
Guys, if you want this, get on the phone lines right now. Don't do what buyers did on the last one. The weather out, people missed out. 0904 251 2000. That's all I've got, 193 of them, and you're getting a pack of 3, okay? The colours aren't really that important, but if you want to know what the colours are, I think they're getting red, black and blue, aren't they?
Yeah.
Dial the number and press 1 and they're yours, guys. Delivered to your door within 5 to 10 days. It's the kind of item you'd rather have and not need than need and not have. And at $11.99, seriously, guys, get on the phone lines now and press 1. Remember, it works between -50 and 260 degrees centigrade, insulates up to 8,000 volts, tensile strength up to 600 psi, airtight, watertight, silicone rubber compound, and it's a 2-minute quick cure, so it sticks in 2 minutes, quite literally. If you leave it for 24 hours, it's cure bond. It's full cure bond, so that's it, it's stuck. But it also has got many different applications around the house. Radiator hose repairs, exhaust, extension cords, cars and boats, bikes, hunting, fishing, sailing, farming, gardening, sports equipment, power tools, plumbing repairs, rope ends, air duct joints, boat riggings, wire bundles, corroded areas, electricians, engineers, decorators, DIY and more could be using this stuff. It is astonishingly good, and when you see some of the other demonstrations, you'll understand exactly what we mean. Because we've all got vacuum cleaners in our home, and maybe you've got a vacuum cleaner with one of these big long tubes.
That's right. I mean, look at that.
That's
a
added.
big
That's
problem.
knackered. That's a new vacuum cleaner.
That is, isn't it? And to prove it has had it, we've got some rice on here. Now, I'll try my best to suck this up and watch this. I can even move it around. I mean, that is definitely, that is 100% broken.
That's when you go, we need a new vacuum cleaner, Gil.
Now, you can make...
You're not going to repair that.
I am. This magic wrap, you can make things airtight, watertight. It can even take a lot of pressure as well, up to 600 psi, which, believe me, that is more than enough. So if you just hold that nice and tight, that's perfect like that. Remember, with tape, pull it really tight, and you will get a very good bond. If you just push that outside, there we go. That's great. Now, I'm pulling this tight. You can see, because of the nature of the material, it's going inside those grooves. This is making it airtight.
And this is workable for about 2 minutes, isn't it? So you literally just pull it and just... I mean, literally, you get that... Well, you're going to take under 2 minutes to get that done. Yeah, but exactly. it almost adheres straight away, doesn't it, to itself?
That's right. It's kind of like a chemical reaction. It bonds to itself. You can use it in, remember, temperatures from -50 to 200 degrees Celsius, which honestly is more than enough. Now, that is now airtight.
That's amazing. If that works, that is incredible.
Okay, so if we turn this back on, straight away, look at that.
Love it. Love it. The vacuum cleaner works, love. Get it out, get it clean.
There we go. And we've looked at that. Now, okay, so...
We should have used black on that, really, shouldn't we?
We should have done, actually, yeah.
I think we missed the trick there, Charles.
We did, actually. Well, that's why it's good to go...
Go on, show us something else. That is brilliant. That's saving you buying a new vacuum cleaner, that, straight away.
Okay, so it's airtight. It's now watertight. Now, if we look at this, we've got a tank of water and some piping. So this could be the leaky one from your radiator, something like that. If I turn this on, I'll try not to circle the cameraman. Got that. You can see that is squirting out on there. If you go to the top, just near the top of the tank, you can see that squirting right out.
Yeah, that's
now
a
we
proper
can
leak.
fix that. Now, as you could call a plumber, by the time they come around, the damage has been done, isn't it? We can turn the water off. So if you just turn that off just first of all, Got some magic wrap just around here.
Shall I hold that out for you?
Yeah, just like that. That's perfect. Remember, pull it really tight. Look at that. If you go right round there, remember, pull it really tight, and that is now bonding to itself. Now, you couldn't use your insulation tape. You couldn't use sticky tape, sellotape, because obviously, as soon as it gets wet, the glue washes off, and it just goes into a bit of a gloopy mess. All right. Now, if we go right round, look at that. If I turn it back on, you will see that that is now sealed. There we go. There's the water coming out of the bottom. It's on. And look, there is no leak there.
Wow, again, super impressed. 0904 251 2000. Dial the number, guys. I've got a 5-minute clock on the screen. You've got to be fast, you've got to be quick on this, otherwise you are going to miss out, quite simply. At £11.99, the clock is ticking, the price is set. I cannot go any lower than that. At £11.99. Get on the phone lines. It works between -50 and 260 degrees. It insulates up to 8,000 volts. And remember, it's a 10-style strength of up to 600 PSI. It's airtight, it's watertight, it's silicone rubber compound, and it's a 2-minute quick cure, or 24 hours on a full cure bond. You can work on radiator hose repairs, exhaust, extension cords, cars, boats, bikes, hunting, fishing, sailing, farming, gardening, sports equipment, power tools, plumbing repairs, rope ends, air ducts, boat rigging, wire bundles, corroded areas. Electricians, engineers, decorators, DIY and more can use this as well. But what you've got to remember here is it's something that is so handy. If at any time, you know, if there's water coming out of a pipe and you're thinking, you know, you've got a leaky pipe, there's a crack maybe because of the cold temperatures, all of a sudden you're now thinking to yourself, goodness gracious me, we've got water coming out, then this is going to be perfect for you. Loads of buyers on the phone lines. I've got 109, 108 more buyers coming through. I've got 30 there, 40 buyers on the phone lines. You've got to be fast, you've got to be quick, because at £11.99, that is a great price for a great product. 100 left, that's all I've got. At 3 minutes and 45 seconds, 99, 98, 97, 96, 95, and still buyers are coming through. If you're 18 or over with a major form of credit or debit card, you dial that number, you press 1, they are yours. You get a 3-pack, you get black, you get red, you get blue. I don't think the colours are really that important personally. Maybe you have a reason for that. But remember what we've just done? We just repaired a vacuum cleaner's broken hose. Now let's face it, if that was your vacuum cleaner, that's a job to go down to the high street to buy yourself a new vacuum cleaner at whatever cost you might decide you want to spend. 85, 84, 83, 82, more buyers coming through at under £12 for the incredible tape that is protective and a repair adhesive-free wrap. It's very, very clever stuff. You can even use this as grippy handles as well. So, you know, if you've got tennis rackets or squash rackets, or even, as we've just demonstrated here, on a hammer, if you've got a plain wooden hammer and you want something that's going to actually put a grip on that, then this is going to be ideal for that. 77, 76, 75, you've got under 3 minutes to buy, guys. Under 3 minutes, you've got to be quick on this. I'll tell you where it really is good. In the showers, for the showers, that is just perfect, isn't it? Even if you've got a leak in the bottom of your mop and bucket, that's going to seal that one up as well. Charlie, it's amazing stuff. It really is.
Well, we'll mention it's also solvent resistant as well. So like you saw, if you've got a leaking bucket there on your mop and bucket, don't worry, the soaps that you put in afterwards is not going to loosen it or anything like that. Now, what I do love using this for, grips, like give you a bit of grip on like tools, power tools, anything from like tennis rackets, hockey sticks, things like this. Now, I did this one quite a while ago. If this was like some insulation tape or some sticky tape, you'd think, oh, if I want to get that off, that's going to be a horrible sticky mess. This is how easy it is to take off. Look at that. It's not sticky. Remember, it bonds to itself. It's self-amalgamating. Look, I can't pull that. There's about 4 layers on that, and I can't pull that off. We've got loads of little jobs. We've got just to keep cables nice and tidy.
Yeah, really handy
flexes,
for that.
hoovers, things like that. Hose pipes as well. So if you haven't got any hooks or something like that in your garden shed, you can make it nice and tidy. We've even got leaks we can cure like that. We saw it's airtight, it's watertight. So this is I know so many people with this problem. So if you've got a leaking tap, remember you must pull it as you wrap it around. Pull it really tight. And look at that. That will now be sealed. All right, we saw before in the pipe, it's watertight as well.
I've got 20 buyers on the phone lines, and that means there's space for about 30 of you guys. You need to be quick on this. It's the final minute now. Final minute to buy. Christine, you've got yours. William, you've got yours from Newton Ards. Eunice, you've got yours as well. 0904 251 2000, 52, 51 left, and £11.99. This is what it does. You can see there, does so much in actual fact. 45 seconds, 51 remain. Never too late to buy as long as you're 18 or over with a major form of credit or debit card. Dial the number, press 1, and it's yours. Delivered to your door 5 to 10 days. 50, 49, 48. I have got the Look Good, Feel Good menu grill coming up for you next. I'm going to be doing a little bit of cooking. And then slightly later than scheduled, I've got my gadget store. I've got my favourite products ever. That's the telescope. I've got my second favourite product ever. That's the dongle. And I've also got the Vivitar fabulous HD camcorder. All that's still to come in the 9 o'clock hour. But before that, guys, with 45 remaining, there is still time to buy. 10 seconds is more than enough time. You can have it delivered to your door. Well done, Donald. Well done, Eileen. Well done, Jean. Well done, Simon. Well done, David. Congratulations, one and all. If you're on the phone lines, do not hang up. I just want to say a very, very big quick